What's up, guys? It's your boy Wolves. And before I start this video, guys, I just wanted to ask you guys a simple question, which you guys can leave in the comment sections below. Would you guys like the current logo for the channel to stay the same, or change it back to the old one? Leave your answers in the comment section. Majority wins. I'll change it back or I keep it. Alright, guys, let's get into the story time. I know I haven't done a story time in a while, so I was like, alright, I'm bored. I might as well make a story time for you guys. And this story time is about the time I broke my neck. Now, most of you guys are going to be like, oh, you broke your neck, you're supposed to be dead, because, like, you guys know, if you guys study the body, if you break your neck, you're kind of dead. So, what I mean by broken is that I really injured it. I injured it really bad, and it caused problems in my life. So, let's start on how this situation happened. So, it was a regular Friday in October. That's why I chose the story time, guys, because it happened a year ago. So, as I was saying, it was on a Friday in October, and we had to dress up for Halloween, I guess. Well, it was about 2 weeks away from Halloween, and we were doing a project for ELA, and it was to dress up as a random character in a book, movie, television show, etc. And I chose to be a football player because I really enjoy watching football, and I was wearing my special, well, I call it my lucky jersey, because the player on it's, like, I love him so much. He's just so good at football. And we had gym that day. So it was period 3, and I had already 2 classes, and I was going to period 3. I was excited to go to gym because I always love going to gym. And today we were playing Capture the Flag, which was absolutely my favorite sport to play when it was gym time. And it was all cool, We did our stretches, we did our warm-ups, everything like that. We started playing, and then we started getting to the end of the period, so we got one more round in, and this is the round where I get injured. So basically what happened was, if you guys don't know what Capture the Flag is, I'll put a picture up to show how it works. Basically, we split up the gym into 2 halves, and on the both halves, there's 2 teams. So I was on the team that was on the left side, and our objective was to steal the flag from the other side. So, being me, I was an idiot, and I would just run into their zone, and they could tag me to bring to jail. But I kept on juking them out, so I came back, juked them out, and so on. And how it worked was we had to get in this box. Once we got in the area of, like, this box, they could not tag us to bring us to jail. So I was slick, and I got in the box, so they couldn't tag me. And basically, what happens is, once you pick up their flag, they are able to tag you. So, a few rounds, people would pick it up, and all of us inside the box would get tagged. But it was only me, my friend, and this other girl, and in the box. So we had to make a plan for a run for it, so we can get the flag to the other side of the line, so we could score a point. So, basically, the guy that was with me is the guy that actually bullies me a lot, so he didn't really listen to my plans. So, what happened was that he kept on intimidating them by picking up the flag and putting it back down. But then I said, alright, the girls aren't paying attention anymore, so I might as well make a run for it. So, I picked up the flag, and the girl and the boy started running with me to cover me, basically. So, what happened was, right when I was about to exit the box, like the area where they couldn't get us, I got whiplash. Basically, what whiplash means is that I got sandwiched in my neck whiplash. Like, if you guys know, like, a whiplash, basically, like, you know how people use a whiplash to hit the horse to go faster? That's basically what happened to my neck. So, it went forward and went backward with great speed, so my neck got injured from that. I fell to the ground, and I don't know if this made the thing worse or better. I'm pretty sure it made it worse. The guy who bullied me, that bullies me, dragged me across the floor, so that kind of made my neck a little bit worse, and I thought it was just a sprain, but I started crying because my neck was in a lot of pain when I was on the ground. So they went ahead and called a nurse, and they came running down the gym. I could see them with my eye, and they were just coming, running, like, at full speed to me. And one of them actually slid on the floor, and got right on my neck. And she checked it out, and she didn't want to do anything wrong, so she called the hospital because she thought it was really serious, and it ended up being really serious. So when she called the hospital, the paramedics came and they put me on the stretcher. And I remember how the nurse got my contacts, like my dad and my mom, and she called my mom, and my mom started crying because I am an only child, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't want to lose me. So I was crying too because I didn't know what was wrong. I didn't know if I was going to be injured for a lifetime. And I can remember how she was telling me, tell them what hospital I want to go to. And this is kind of a mistake from my mom because she told me to go to a children's hospital when I'm actually already assigned to a regular general hospital, which goes faster than the children's because I'm a child and there's going to be all children at that hospital. So it's going to take me some time unless I go to a regular hospital where there's adults, and they'll go for the children first because they want them to keep them alive. So I went to the Children's Hospital of Boston, and I remember how my gym teacher actually went with me to the hospital because she really loved me that much because like we were cool, like we always talked and stuff. She went to the hospital with me. She literally skipped her classes to go to the hospital with me. And I remember how once I got to the hospital, they got right on me. They checked everything. And my gym teacher was just there with me. She's a female, so she was really caring to me. And I remember how once my dad got to the hospital, she said goodbye and to feel better and stuff. And she took over, and my dad took over for her. And she went back to the school because it was about 12 o'clock and there was still 2 hours left of school. So once my dad got there, I went to sleep and I woke up and my dad was just watching me. And I knew that would happen because I'm an only child, as I said. And they were doing things on me while I was sleeping. And they found out that I sprained it really bad, so I had to wear a cast. And they said that if I made any big movements with my neck while I don't have the cast on, I could be paralyzed. That's when I just got I traumatized myself with that because I didn't want to be paralyzed. I wanted to be an actual kid that isn't I'm not hating on any paralyzed people or disabled people. I just don't want to be like that because I want to live a normal life, basically. And I remember how my dad went to go get me Subway at the hospital lobby, and I took off the cast and I started eating it. And then the doctor came in and he was really mad at me. He was like, put that cast on right now. And I didn't know I couldn't take it off to go eat. And then I got 2 casts, one for a regular day and one for the shower. So it took me about a month with the cast to get it off. So I remember going back to the hospital after going to school with the cast. I heard a lot of things like, oh, look at that 6C with the cast. If you guys don't know what a 6C is, it means 6 years to graduate from high school. But now I'm a fixie, I would guess, a 5Z. So a month later, I went to the hospital to get it off, and there was a lot of confusion about my x-ray time because they said that I wasn't supposed to get it today, and they were complaining about what time. And then we had to go all the way upstairs to get to my doctor's office, and he actually went down with us to go tell them that I was supposed to get an x-ray. And the thing was that once we went to get an x-ray, they took off the cast. So I was really nervous about they wanted me to move my neck. And they said, put your neck down, as in putting it down to a 90-degree angle. And I was just traumatized because I didn't know if I was going to get paralyzed from that. Because all I wanted to know is if I'm going to be okay or not. And I just remember that guy telling me that I can get paralyzed from it. So I didn't want to move it. I didn't have the courage to do it. So I started crying because I didn't want to get paralyzed. And basically they told me it's going to be alright. And they told me I couldn't do it because I didn't have the courage to do it. So they sent me up back to my doctor so he can give me some wise words, I guess. And he did some, I guess, massaging on my neck so I could feel better. And I finally went to go do my x-ray, and when I put my neck down, it actually felt alright. I didn't think it would be like that. I thought it would be painful, and I'd start crying again, but that's not what happened. I got the cast off, and for the next month, I had to do some massages on my neck every day to make sure that the stress doesn't come back to the neck. And ever since this happened, I didn't really think of it that much after the situation was dealt with, but it just brings me back to the people that are actually disabled and like how they have to live their lives. And I could have been one of them. I want to just be a regular boy who lives a regular life, and I just don't want to be disabled. I'm not hating on disabled people. I think disabled people are perfect, but they will need help in their lives, guys. So if you see someone that is disabled, guys, that needs help crossing the street or something, help them, because it's not going to hurt you to help them. Say you have a blind man that can't see where the light is, help him with it. You can turn it on for him or turn it off. Helping is a great thing in this world, guys. There's a lot of people that are crazy in this world, and you just don't want to be one of them, guys. Be the person that makes a difference in this world. And I know most of you guys are going to be like, oh my god, why do you sound like an adult now? Like, you're talking about all of this and that, about being good in the world. But guys, trust me, being nice is going to get you lots of things. Instead, being a crazy person, say a crazy person that pushes down blind people. What is that? You're probably going to get karma and get hit by a car. I'm not even lying about that. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Remember to leave a like, comment, share, and leave a subscription, guys. And like I said, guys, helping is a great thing, because you never know what you're gonna get out of it. So peace out, guys. As always, wolves, remember to leave your answers about the question in the beginning of the video. I'll make sure to do whatever the majority says. Peace out, guys.